everybody. Tonight we'll be playing Dungeons and Dragons. Got a crazy heist going on. I'm joined with a few of my friends that are hopefully going to steal a magical gemstone that could probably blow up the world. I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves. Rick, you may start.
Hey, my name's Rick. I play a dog paladin. Name's Gruff.
Also, sorry to interrupt you. I forgot. They have all leveled up and or got some magic items. So tell me what item you got, or tell me about your level up, or just introduce yourself that way as
well. All right, so dog paladin. Sorry, I'm doing something right now. Dog paladin. For some reason, because this was a meme, I currently got a gun that he could use somehow.
Not only a gun, we gave the dog a god gun.
Yeah, I could ask God.
So we'll see
what's up.
We'll see how that works.
Am I a good boy?
All dogs are good boys, and
That's
they all
wrong.
go to heaven.
I'm a good girl.
There, God, it's me, dog.
All dogs are good boys.
Yeah.
How about girls?
It's true. Jim, hi.
Hi, I'm Gem, she, they, and I will be playing Nyx, she, her, and I will not be stolen, as I am unfortunately not a magical gem, I'm just a regular gem. But yeah, tonight I'll be playing Nyx, who's a character that I created for a one-shot and then sort of transferred as my heist character, though knowing the way I am with characters, she'll probably come back. So she is a very goth, very unimpressed, I believe Twilight Cleric or Shadow Cleric. I'm forgetting the exact name, but I know it's something like that. And as for leveling up, I don't really have anything cool to say because I only played her in one session, in the shopping session. But she did get a cat named Cerberus who disappears when in danger. So she's pretty happy. And I basically made her because this party doesn't have a cleric and I thought they'd all die. So that's why I chose to use her in this campaign as opposed to one of my other many, many characters.
And if I may stroke Jim's ego a little bit, Nyx has the best character voice out of all of them. It is my absolute favorite. Cracks me up every
I do love doing that voice. It's really easy. You'll see what I mean.
Jamie, hi.
Hello, my name is Jamie. I play Lirt Hazzard. Both of us are he, him. Lirt is a winged kobold druid. When he leveled up, he got some spells and things. But the magic quote-unquote item is a fart frog named Frederick. And he's mine. I don't know what he does, but he's a fart frog. I also got a little bighorn. I don't know what that does either.
Forgot yeah. Oh gosh, I did give you. I should probably figure out what that does.
Is there a magical cat attunement in D&D Beyond?
Don't think so. Figure that out as we go. Just say I want to use this thing. We'll do it.
Okay.
Hi.
Hello, I'm Nye. I am he, him, and I'll be playing May, who is she, her. I was asleep last session, so I didn't get any of this cool shit, but that's okay.
Which, surprisingly, is very May-like.
Yes, it is. I was RPing so hard, I was doing it in real life. But I did level up. May is a Triton bard. She has a human body, human-looking body. She's got like fins and scales and stuff, and a fish head. And I am now so charismatic that I have a plus 11 for persuasion flat.
Scared.
Yeah.
Hi, Sozar. We've never met your character.
Yeah. Hi, this is Ray. My name, and I will be playing Sozar, the psychic fighter, whose pronouns are they, them. Sozar is a changeling who works for the Flaming Fist Company and has been tasked to join up with the group to help them with their heist. Since I was helping DM the last session, I did not get a magic item, so this will be fun.
I'm scared of psychic fighters. This is not a joke. Those things are crazy.
Yep.
Hi, Helbiec.
Hello, my name is Game Booker. I'll be playing Helbiec today. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Sorry. My name is Game Booker. I'll be playing Helbiec today. We are both he, him. He is a potentially formerly sane gnome wizard and part artificer. I leveled up and got a cool new magic item, which I never actually talked about. It's the cloak of the. Is it Swarm of the Rats? Nope. Wait. I remember the name.
Something wrong.
Yeah, it's a cloak. It's the Cloak of Rats. Close enough. And I get to summon a huge swarm of rats whenever I like to.
We will soon find that Helbiec has a rat thing going.
No, nothing like that at all.
Sure.
Nope, definitely not.
Hi, Laura.
Hello. I am Laura, she, her. I am playing today Waiwocket, also she, her, who is a halfling rogue slash trickery cleric. So she has quite a few tricks up her sleeve, so many tricks that I am putting together for myself a little cheat sheet because I'm going to forget them all.
I hope that they are figuratively and literally up.
I mean, if necessary, I can tear off this sheet of paper and shove it up my sleeve. It doesn't seem. I mean, I'm alone in my house, so it seems counterproductive. But I could. If
Fair
someone
enough.
like
We'll see how it
breaks
goes.
in and threatens to disrupt the heist, I
We'll
could.
put that on the back burner. Yeah,
Exactly. And her special item for this heist is a group of spiders, which are small, I believe they are flesh and blood, not like automatons, but little spiders that can investigate things and transmit back what they find.
It's spiders with a Y, so the joke is not forgotten over voice.
Yes, yes. lest the pun go unnoticed.
So, just to present to the audience what you all are up against, and also kind of remind you what we got going on. There is a massive tree fortress that you are all trying to break. Pull it up. Oop. All I need is that. Oop. Oop. So this is called the Oakenhold Gymnasium. Yes, I am very clever. Inside it is a fantastic gemstone that you all have been tasked with stealing. It is called the Bile Stone. It has very high magical power, and you are going to be delivering it, in theory, to a hag after you steal. The Bile Stone is known to explode whenever it touches air, so there are quite a few levels of security that you will need to burst through in order to safely capture the stone and remove it from the perimeter. What you know about it so far is the whole place smells terrible and it hurts your eyes. The odor is so bad. The guards here are selected Eldrin, which are elves who have seasonal abilities, such as spring, summer, fall, winter. And they are chosen not only because they are soulless, they also cannot smell, so it doesn't affect them as much on their day-to-day guard duties. There are beetles that work as a security system, returning to a central chamber every few hours in order to feed and sleep because they have a full-time job they need to rest as well. There are 3 shimmering barriers that block various materials defending the gemstone itself. These barriers block. The first one blocks non-living wood, the second one blocks unelectrified metal, and the third one blocks any written text. And these are all fueled by 3 rainbows that are shooting into the top of this, and there are 3 off-base sites that are firing these rainbows through fantastic, large pyramidic prisms that you investigated last session. The rainbow will essentially disintegrate, so don't touch the rainbow, but you can knock these prisms off their kilter so that the rainbow is corrupt.
Can we taste the rainbow?
You can, but that will be the last thing you ever do.
I mean, if
Is
you
it
taste it's probably worth it, right?
Probably worth it, yeah. There's those uncomfortable commercials nowadays where it's like one of them has, well, the girl has zits and like feeds one of her Skittle zits to the other guy. Really not a great
Also,
commercial.
just like a real Skittle. Nice.
Just like a real Skittle, yeah. It's not a good. So let me ask you, as we usually do, we split into groups. So are there any plans on splitting into groups to tackle various tasks, or what is your forward approach?
He had a friend.
That is precisely what I expected.
Lirt has many skills to be able to infiltrate right now, so he will go in the infiltration team.
I have the invisibility skill. Other than that, I mean, not the I said skill spell. I have the invisibility spell. Other than that, can't really think of too much that would be useful in stealth.
Also, so the rainbow walls, one destroys metal, the other one destroys writing, and the other one destroys what?
Metal, unelectrified metal, non-living wood, and any writing.
Noted. Okay. Lirt has a couple ways of getting around all three of those, so he would like to go with that.
So Lirt is on infiltration. He's going to
Yes.
Lirt is
Why?
infiltration.
So should Waiwocket be?
Sure.
Is stealth and invisibility and a little bit of teleportation.
In fact, all of you can go through infiltration. I'm not.
I'm pretty
I
sure I
think
was planning
Gruff-
on staying on the outside. I don't have
Yeah.
anything super infiltrationally, but I have ghost spells and I have healing spells.
Okay.
So I do have detect traps, but besides that,
On second thought, I just realized if the third rainbow destroys it destroys writing, invisibility spell is of course my spell book, which is
Yeah,
a minor
wizards-
issue.
Oh,
Yeah, wizard for
yeah.
that does not sound very great.
So I think I'll stay on the outside for this one. Strange.
Okay.
Same here.
And Gruff is outside as well. I'm going to
Yay.
make the executive decision that you are destroy rainbow. That sounds all right.
Damn.
I mean, I'm a goth, so I have to destroy all rainbows at all cost.
You have to destroy all Skittles.
Everyone knows the opposite of rainbow is black. I don't know if that's true. Sozar and May, what do you guys specialize in for attack?
Psychic stuff.
Okay.
I'm joking. Yeah, no, I seem to have a lot in like sort of like face stuff, like communication and like investigation and stuff like that.
Okay. So you want to go through infiltration to be the support.
I mean, yeah, I can do infiltration. That's fine.
Okay. May, what you want? I don't want you to be a fish out of water, so to say.
Should I start a change on our work petition to have a pun counter on the stream next time?
I'm all down for a fun count. I don't
Amazing.
know if Nye knows he's muted.
When the pun counter hits a certain number, does one of us just spontaneously die?
God, I wish
There's a
that was
fun
me.
question.
I hope not. See, I was going to say something slightly happier about when the pun counter hits a certain number, but I don't know what that happier.
Sorry,
thing
I'm
would be.
fully in the Nyx mindset.
We're going to be the ultimate destruction.
Is Nye still here? I don't.
I don't. I think
I
they are.
tell you,
muted.
I'm not next to
I'm
him.
next to you.
but-
Yeah, no, I had to step away. My cat was scrapping outside.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like to destroy a rainbow, or would you like to infiltrate?
I'll just even up whichever team is
It is exactly even.
lopsided. Oh, is it? Oh, well, I'll tear myself into two and play as two separate individual beings.
Pick even or odd.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll just do a dice roll. I'll do it. It's all right. I'll just do like a 1d6 and then. So. D6. 6. So even. We didn't establish which was
I know.
even or
I
odd.
was waiting for you to say even or odd.
Dude,
Jim.
you have a +11 in charisma. Infiltrate the place. You can't use charisma
Oh.
on a rainbow.
Fair.
As much as
I don't know. Bards are kind of like multifunctional. Like I can kind of be an agent of chaos and destroy things, but I can also be invisible and like polymorph and shit like that. So that's why I was like just
you
rolling.
can still be an agent of chaos and be invisible. I feel like that's just how May operates.
Yeah, that's probably very true.
Fair.
But yeah, cool. I'll just infiltration then.
Your infiltration. Okay. Team Destroy, could you please go into group 1, and I will handle Team Infiltrate for the fantastic. Hello.
So,
Oh,
hi.
Let me turn off my. There we go. So, Lirt Hazzard, as you approach your site that you burned down last night, there is a very apparent ring of ash surrounding a stories upon stories upon stories high tree with various levels. 10 levels to be exact, one of them being a what's it called? I almost said cockpit. In fact, one of them being a what's the thing called?
a crow's nest?
Crow's nest. Thank you. Yes, there's a crow's nest up top for searching, but just of it is there is a 50-foot area of clearing between the forest and the tree. So how do you plan on getting?
I can eat sheep. I can also polymorph someone else.
I can. Let's see. I can make. I could. Is it? How open is this? Is it just like really sort of
It is
grassy?
It's a grassy clearing.
It's
Grassy.
not grassy. It's just ash.
Part of it is ash, but most of it is grass. Lirt, could you make a nature check?
Okay.
Make a nature check, Lirt, my friend, pal. Ooh, a 14. This ash is still very fresh, and unfortunately, you solve one problem by creating another. If you step in this ash, you will create footprints through the clearing.
Not if I cast Pass Without Trace. We won't.
I can fly.
Ooh, that's a good spell.
Ooh. That will not. It will not make us invisible as we cross this very open area.
I can't help it.
Yeah, I have some. Sorry, I'm just looking at my invisibility options here because I do have some.
I believe invisibility and pass without trace are both concentration. FYI.
Yes, yeah. So I also have another. One of my channel divinities also allows me to become invisible, but I actually want to save my channel divinity for something else.
So what if we just...
I can just burn a 4th level spell slot and make all 4 of us invisible.
I mean, yeah, that'd work.
That seems
Yeah.
like
I mean,
an
if
effective use of
you
a
know,
fourth level
Occam's
spell slot.
razor, just the simplest answer.
Yeah, that seems
Not
like
that I
a
was
very
loving
opt
it,
use
Laura.
of a 4th level spell slot. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean
yeah.
that might be. I mean, that might be smart. I have lots of things that can like help me or like one other person, but nothing that would cover all of us except. But if we do this, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm happy to do this because I don't have crazy, impossible spells that you guys don't, if that makes sense. So it works for me to do it now. Plus, it's for an hour. So you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll cast that.
Yeah.
My
Cool.
understanding, Doug, I don't. There's no check, is there? I just have to like
What spell is
spend
it?
it. Invisibility, level 4.
Oh, then yeah, definitely. That it
I mean,
just
I'll
works.
press the cast button just so it pops up in my thing, acknowledges that I don't have the spell slot, but there's no check.
Correct. Yeah, it would just work.
Yep.
You'd have to hold concentration as well as if Laura casts that in conjunction, that will prove to solve your ash footprint problem as well as your get there problem.
Yeah, no, I know that, but I was just thinking, like, you know.
Right.
Um,
Okay, that sounds like a plan to me. Nye,
Yeah.
you
All right.
twiddle your fingers and thumb, because thumbs are not fingers in some cultures, and this veil of mist coalesces around you and then absorbs into each of you. You all can see the vague outline of each other for a brief moment, and then nothing. You are all now invisible. And while Laura is casting, or Waiwocket casts her spell, she it's more rudimentary than mystical. Waiwocket literally walks up to everyone's feet and puts this sticky glue substance on it, and no longer make footprints or even impressions on the ground.
I just like, yeah, it's actually, I pull out like a bundle of feathers from my pocket and like, yeah, smear goop on and then like stick the feathers to it, so it just like creates this like an owl's wings that are sort of buffered to not make sound on the air, but for your feet.
It is fantastic. In fact, so fantastic that all of your passive stealths are much better than any of the perceptions that I have going right now. So
Right.
you all handily make it up the first level, which is just a quarter of a way around a tree, and up to the second.
Ooh, okay.
Let me
And
refer to
can we tell approximately like how tall is this fortress from like ground to the top level in feet? Can we estimate that at all?
this fortress from level 0 to level 1 is about 2 stories. You're climbing this ladder for
Okay.
quite a while. And to
Okay.
forward that
I
up
was-
into the tree, it is probably 10 stories-ish tall.
Okay.
Okay. And a story is about how many
15 feet?
feet? 15 feet.
Let's say 15.
Would you
Okay,
say?
so one.
Never mind. I'm not gonna do it.
Sorry. I'm just trying to estimate this in feet for later.
That's fair.
For falling.
So
For falling.
yeah,
She's thinking about falling. If you jumped off of this
that's one of the
platform,
things I'm thinking about.
if you jumped off of this platform, the terminal velocity in 5th edition is it's 20d6, so 200 feet. You can estimate once you hit the 3rd level of this fortress, you will reach terminal velocity jumping off. So that is
Okay.
way different than what I previously.
Well, it's a good thing I can fly.
Well, here, I don't mind being quiet about this. What I'm actually trying to figure out is whether the top level is more or less than 500 feet from the ground, because I have Dimension Door.
I believe the crow's nest is more than 500. But level 3, you could dimension door from that level 3 to ground.
Yeah, to part way. Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you.
No problem. Okay. Upon you reaching the 2nd level, there are 2 guards on opposite ends of the. I guess I can draw it. On opposite sides of this thing, right here and right here, and they are quite literally rotating around, keeping it where they cannot see each other, but they are keeping guard on, rotate around and see every. What are those holes called? There's a special name for those holes. The hole.
Yeah.
Portcullis? Is that right? No,
that's sneaky. No.
No, the portcullis
sneaky
is
archer holes.
Sneaky archer holes. Yes. So.
Not to be confused with stinky archer holes, which are generally in the bottom of a small outcropping. Okay.
Yeah, to my understanding, they're just called arrow slit.
It may be.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
so
they don't have a terrible.
As of right now, you've all made it into this room and are standing against the trunk and are watching them rotate around. What would you like to do in there? Are a few barrels and a card table, but nothing much else of it.
Can I tell what's... No.
Okay.
No, I'm the useful psychic, just not useful in this situation.
Sure.
Okay, what were you asking, Ray? Can't just pass. Get further up.
I think that's probably the best option.
Should we just keep going, or should I create a distraction?
Probably best if we just go.
I kind of
Yeah.
Just go. Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, we are invisible, so as long as
we don't talk.
Well,
yeah.
As long as we
I'm
shut
good.
up,
I'm
we'll
not
be
that good. Yeah. As long as we don't do like a comedy, whoa, and bump into them or something.
You are agile enough and competent.
Yeah. I'm looking at you, Lirt.
I'm flying right now.
Yeah. That's actually a good point.
You all make your way up into the third level of fortress. In front of you, a staircase and a doorway, which I guess now you technically select because it's not, but there's a doorway to your left, a staircase upward straight in front of you, and a doorway to the right.
At this point, I am going to cast Locate Object for the Bile Stone. It's a range of 1,000 feet.
Fantastic. You are now no longer invisible.
No, wait. Why?
No, it's only combat that. Or is it spell use? Because I was also going to point out.
I thought, wait, is it spell use? I will not do it. Never mind.
Doesn't. Is it?
I thought it was just attack
action.
action.
If I cast a spell, because I've cast a spell on Lirt, Lirt is not the withholder of the spell, and it's not an aggressive action.
The spell, it says, and I quote, "The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell."
Well, then, yeah, fair enough.
If you want to take it back, I'm fine with you not becoming...
Then if I had known that, then I would not cast it.
I would also point out that there's no range on invisibility, it's just a time, so we can split up and search for clues if necessary. And there's no recourse.
Let's split up, gang.
So here's the thing. Lord, I could make you invisible again if you... Oh, no, shoot, sorry.
Then make yourself uninvisible, yeah.
No, it's something else.
I think if we split up, just to check these locations out, and if it's clear, like after a 5-10 minute search, that it's fruitless, we'll come back to this location. You know, like we won't waste the whole time, but I think to save on spells, we should just have a quick see in each direction if it's fruitful.
In that case, I will beast shape into a beetle, which is not a spell. It is just a thing I can do.
That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which
I'm
direction?
telling you I'm doing this.
Which direction are you going in?
I'm going to go out to counterclockwise.
I would love it if we're just like sitting there waiting as like Lirt, instead of flying, is just crawling on the ground.
Well,
guys, I'll be there in 8 hours.
Well, I was thinking if Lirt can shapeshift, why not just cast locate object, and then shapeshift.
Oh, that's fair.
Because, but then you use oh, well, I guess. Why are you using a wild shape? You're invisible. And it doesn't make you faster. Let's just
Fair.
split up as ourselves, because this is going to be a long heist, so we don't want to burn everything we have in the first 5 minutes. Let's just break up, and then we can come back together, and then we can wild shape or locate item. Because for all we
That's
know,
fair.
like, the next thing is a big sign that says, if you want to go to the Bilestone, just go left. You know, who knows?
I mean, I
Okay.
doubt they would do that, but stupider things have happened.
If I may make a suggestion,
Mm.
you have one person in your party that is psychic, and one person in your party that can transform into a beetle and use the security network to place the task. So, if my professional opinion would be if Lirt plus someone and Psychic Boy plus someone, that's probably a good.
Okay.
Oh, for splitting up. Yeah,
Yes.
fair enough.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah.
So, who would like to
I
go
Yes.
with Beetle Boy, who's not a beetle?
Oh,
I
you
can.
meant don't put Lirt and Sozar, sorry, together.
Yeah, so that
Don't
it
put
would
them.
be if something went wrong with one of your groups,
Right, okay,
the other
sorry.
one would get to know as soon as possible.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. That makes sense. I don't mind which
I
I'll
think
go with Sozar because, and the only reason is because I don't know. I just went eeny meeny miny mo, and that was the one I ended up with.
Fair.
So I was
Yeah,
trying
that
to be
works.
smart about it, but that was legitimately what I did. So
Lirt, could you
All right, we're
please-
losing time.
Lirt, could you please make a matrix?
it's coming.
Nice.
16.
The beetle that you can walk up to and look at pretty closely. They're just chilling. There's nothing. They're using their little network, and it's not like they're all moving fast, so you don't think it's a shift change. But they are discussing.
How similar or different do they look to the spiders? Well, the spiders are spiders, and these are beetles, I guess. So I guess that answers my question.
Yes, one of them has 8 legs, and one of them has a protective body.
I just had to say that out loud. Sorry.
I also like the idea that like the beetles who are predated on by spiders would just look at the spiders and go, "Yeah, no, this is cool. There's none to panic here. These are just lots of spiders coming towards us."
Other than the bald head and barcode on the back, it should be fine.
Alright.
Yeah, you're just saying to them like, "Don't eat them." Oh, gotcha. Eat only. No, don't eat the beetles. They'll give you away. Oh,
Yes.
gotcha. Oopsie daisy.
Yeah.
Lirt and
What?
Waiwocket, are you all checking specific rooms, or are you just trying to find what is your goal on moving?
I would
Should we?
go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, I think we want to just find the stone as fast as possible, right?
Yes.
Should we send my spiders up, maybe like up the outside of the building, maybe, and then maybe the beetles won't see them there, and they can peek in windows.
I think that might work. Let us know if they find a rainbow door.
Okay, that sounds
Yes.
good. What command are you giving the spider? What are you asking?
Ooh, good question. And well, and so do they all? Can I like?
They sort of
There were
have
like
a
40
central.
of them or something, right?
They have a central drive, and so you say, "I would like you to look for this," or spread out and alert me when you see X, something like that, in order to give you exact.
Okay.
They do have kind of small brain.
That's understandable. Oh gosh. I sort of have, I have a mental image of how of how this, we know the stone is being kept somewhere where air can't touch it. So I sort of keep imagining it's in like a special, like on a pedestal in a special room, but I don't know if that's the truth. That might just be my imagination. We could ask them to. Oh, I guess they wouldn't necessarily know if they see a place without air in it, would they?
Right. Spiders do need air. So.
Yes. Well, yes, and they couldn't walk into. We could have them look for rooms that are sealed. We could have
Yes,
them test for places that they can't get into.
I like that.
You all hear footsteps, and the door door number 7 swings open, and you all quickly press yourself against the wall. 3 guards come out and begin moving about the area.
All right. Well, we are still invisible and leaving no footprints. So should we just try to I think what Waiwocket just kind of like sort of take Lurt's arm and try to just kind of like guide him around, like away from guards.
Mhm.
Just to get us sort of far enough away that we can still talk in a whisper
Mhm.
That makes sense.
safely. Yeah.
Sozar and May, what is your short-term goal? Are you just going the opposite direction of them?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, as I said,
Yeah.
we're not spending like half an hour in different directions. We're gonna have a quick check to see which route looks the most optimal, because either that or we find out that they loop back to each other. Because I don't know, how these guys do their architecture, so I don't know what the hallways are gonna be like.
Fair. So you all can assume that it is a circle, so it does background.
Yeah.
But and this meta talk, I guess, is I'm assuming that you all had a little bit more of a plan than players did, because your characters are proficient in it. You're proficient in doing adventure things. Yeah.
Doug, what do these guards look like?
There are 3 very specific kinds of guards that you see. This was the first kind of guard you saw. A very, very light elf. These are the ones on the lower level.
Mm-hmm.
3 on this level were orange and had fall-like leaves on their body, as well as bow.
That's right, they're Ladrin.
Yes.
Okay, so these are the ones that look like fall elves, right?
Yes. You can assume that
Okay.
the ones on the lower levels like.
Okay, then I am going to, as an action, shapeshift to look like one of them.
Okay.
Just in case our invisibility wears off.
What kind are you?
It
Winter or
it
autumn?
won't if it's one of your
Fall.
abilities as a changeling. You'll still.
Oh, I know. I'm just
Okay.
preparing.
I thought you. Oh, sorry. I thought you were trying to
overly-
break your invisibility, and I was like, "Oh shit, no! You're gonna change."
No,
it. You're like, "Oh
no.
shit, I'm still invisible."
No, I'm just overly cautious.
Sounds good.
That's fair. No, I totally get you.
Would one of you, I don't care which group, like to go into the office where the door just opened up so no one sees the door open?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and go.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Sozar and May head into the office, and Lirt, Waiwocket go start moving counterclockwise around, and your general agreement is that if you do end up splitting up back in 2 minutes
Yeah.
or some predetermined amount of time.
Yes.
Yeah. Like not
Yeah.
crazy long.
So,
Mm.
with that good natural break, I will kick you all out and bring in the other.
Okay, so we should go to group 2.
Good. I will. Oh, Rick. Oh, everyone's already
Hello.
here. Hi, Jim. Hi, Rick. Hi, Helbiec.
Hello.
I want to shout out my best friend who's watching the stream right now. So hi, Laura. I know you're watching, and I know this is going to embarrass you, but I hope you enjoy our heist.
Hi, Laura. I hope you enjoyed as well. Laura is a cool person name. Not only is there a Laura watching, there's a Laura, and my wife's Laura's pretty well.
I agree.
So, you all have decided to take out one of the rainbows. I just realized my audio is very. Give me a moment.
Sounds fine to me. Just as a note.
Okay. My audio. One. Do this. No. Sure. Boop, boop. Test, test. Test, test. Test, test. Test. Test, test. Okay, test. Test, test. Test, test, test. Test, test. Test, test. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Test, 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 test. What the fuck? Test. Oh, this is really. It's like I start talking, cuts out. If I'm moving closer, does it help? Kind of. Okay, test, 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 test. Okay, we're just doing it old school. I'm going to make myself gain a bit more. Quite a bit more, in fact. And we will have to deal with the clicks of my mouse ahead of time. Okay. Hello, everybody. We
Hey,
are
y'all.
back. It has a really annoying, just because I didn't turn it off. Okay, hi. Technical difficulties are always great.
I agree.
So were we also being streamed then, or was the
No,
stream
I
off?
muted you all while I
Okay.
tried to fix that.
Oh wait.
That was not very fun. I hated that. I don't know why. My audio just has a lot of problems, I think.
Is that yeah? It is.
For me, it also sounds fine, just quiet.
Yeah, it has fuzz on stream, which I don't like. And I don't know how to. I've had a few plugins, but they apparently broke since last time, so I don't. I'm trying to fix it on the fly. Noise suppression, maybe.
We can just
try
keep
that.
riffing if you want
Well,
to entertain the troops.
It's
That's a
just
great
it's like
point.
a
We can.
buzz, and I
I'm
don't.
fine with that, honestly.
There's a tiny buzz that I don't like.
But yeah, if I remember, I'll send pictures of my dogs.
Aw.
'Cause I
Dogs?
like
Do
to
it,
show people my
do it,
dogs.
do it.
So I have two dogs. One of them is a mini pincer, a little black dog, about 10 pounds. and he absolutely loves to just sit in the sun. And so I took his dog bed and I moved it right next to our door, because our door has our door is it has like a glass door, and so I moved his dog bed next to the door, and so he'll just sit in there and lay in the sun literally all day long. That's all he does.
He must have a happy life, huh?
He does, and I'll move the dog bed I'll move the dog bed when the sun moves as well, so he can still sit in the sun. But then I have a golden doodle, and today the golden doodle stole his bed.
The golden doodle?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what my dogs do. If we get anyone a dog bed, they either don't sleep in it, or one of them will eventually steal the other ones. Or my service dog has a kennel in my room, and he doesn't really go in there much unless we're going away and then he needs to be kenneled and he's not coming with for whatever reason. But when I first moved here, one of our other dogs that already lived here was just like, this is my kennel now. Even though it's a kennel for a large dog, my tiny poodle something mix is just gonna waddle in here and sit my butt down.
Especially small dogs. Small dogs do that constantly.
I like it.
I know, but it's still funny. She's obsessed with licking wherever he goes. So now every day she comes on my bed and licks all over my blankets because he sits there, which is great.
I'm sure
Dogs
it
are
is.
fun. Dogs are great.
I love dogs.
Speaking of dogs, Gruff, you are a dog.
Gruff is a dog.
So
What does Gruff think about?
Meat, sleeping, naps, squirrels.
Killing the lives. No, anyways. So
Sounds like
let's continue the game.
Yes, sorry about that technical difficulties. You all are trying to take down a rainbow, and the only way you know how is destroying the prism. You all approach the rainbow that you scoped out last time. It is a probably 50-yard wide compound, and it has 4 guards on it, or 5 guards. One of the guards is always in the shack, and 4 of them rotate about so that one of them always has a chance to rest. There is a gigantic hole in the ground that has this pure white light firing out of it, and atop this hole is a pyramid prism that has been mounted on 3 logs in order to keep it off the ground and not dirty. And Gruff is already making checks, which very much scares me. Gruff, what was your check for?
So if we somehow push the guards into the light, would they die?
Very much yes.
Okay. Gruff wouldn't know that.
So you... yes. You can assume that this is not very good to step into. In fact, I don't think you need to assume that. It is pretty much a given.
Can I make an intelligence check or an arcana check on the prison? Because I would like to see if, by looking at it, I can figure out if this prison is is somehow calibrated to only use that exact amount of rainbow light. So if one were to shoot, say, a moonbeam into it, it would explode because it was overloaded, or somehow otherwise, like, yeah.
Give me an arcana check.
Also, I have another question about the prism.
Go ahead.
As everyone knows, every rainbow ends in a pot of gold. Where's the pot of gold?
The pot of gold is the gymnasium itself. It is full of riches beyond the plains.
21.
But that's
Also, where are the leprechauns?
Wait a second.
That's a good point. Where are the leprechauns?
Why?
That was an interesting movie.
Oh, no, why I'm stupid. Can't read.
Nyx, it would not overload the prism per se, but for a certain amount of time, a moonbeam fired into it would definitely redirect the prism and probably cause quite a bit of damage to the structure itself that it is firing into.
How big is
Well, if we want to blow stuff up, I have an idea.
I love blowing stuff up, especially because I have a cannon now. Oh yeah, I forgot to ask Doug.
Yes.
So you mentioned that if I become an artillerist, I get proficiency with guns.
Yes. This scares me, but yes.
I'm an artillerist.
Okay.
So where can I buy a gun?
Let's figure that out after you steal the magical gemstone that blows everything up.
Understandable. Just wanted to ask. Worth asking.
Okay, so logistically speaking, or whatever, putting a moonbeam into the prism will work, but also it won't destroy the prism and will destroy the building where our friends presumably are. Second, I realize we have no method of communication with them, which in hindsight seems
Would've
like
been
a big
great
mess
idea.
up. But here we are. So my things are like channeling the dead. I don't think there's anyone dead yet. Healing people. I don't think there's anyone hurt yet. Or like talking about ghosts, helping ghosts. And then Cerberus is here, my cat. So I think the dog with the gun should just charge in, guns blazing, and see what happens. I can resurrect him if he dies. Probably.
I was going to suggest, before we just go in guns blazing, so to speak, literally. I have rats and I have a cannon. How big is this prism in question?
This prism is probably... It has these massive logs holding it up, sort of like Lincoln log style, where they're cross beams.
Ooh.
And the radius, you could... A full-grown human being in real life would reach their arms around it and just barely touch their fingertips together. They're chonkers of logs.
Well, there goes my plan of sitting on it.
So theoretically, could I blow the prism up?
You could take a chunk out of it, yeah. It seems to be made of some sort of it's not like made of paper, you know. It takes some damage to destroy.
Understandable.
And from your passive intelligence, you know that prisms are usually made out of stone or glass or something that doesn't break easy.
Can this prism be removed?
Yes, it can be tilted or otherwise knocked over, yeah, easily.
So,
No.
oh, sorry.
For scale, how big is the prism?
The prism is, let's say it's a van size prism.
Fuck.
So, for spells that are affecting a creature, would that then not work on the prism? So, hold person, inflict wounds are about touching creatures, for example?
Yes. Hey, that would not work on the prism unless the prism is like ticklish or something that I don't know about.
It's worth a try, but I don't want to get myself vaporized by touching it either.
Well, the fact that you can't bestow a curse on a prism because it's not a creature sounds stupid to me, but fine.
I curse you, Rock.
Yes!
Hey, don't curse my pet rock. My pet rock did nothing to you.
Fuck your pet
stubbed,
rock.
He stubbed my toe.
How could you say something like that? My pet rock is more honorable than I'll ever be.
That's very true, honestly.
That's a you problem.
I think that's a you problem, because I think he's going to be more honorable than you'll ever be, too. He's always been
You
there.
don't know me.
So anyways.
He's quite steady.
So guys, this prism, how can we kill it?
Well, it's not alive. I have Dispel Magic, which could maybe, like, stop any spells. But our best bet is probably targeting the logs and getting it to drop the prism. And then hopefully when the prism falls, due to its lack of support, it'll break itself.
I have a fire spell, I think.
Is the rainbow magic?
Is the rainbow magic?
Is
I
the
think it
rainbow
goes
magic?
without saying all rainbows are magic.
No.
I hadn't heard of this before. I'm going to have to go find myself a new magical rainbow and beg the leprechaun for more rats.
I don't know if leprechauns give wishes?
We'll figure it out when we get there.
Okay, fair. The pot of gold or genie in a pot of gold trick. Everyone knows it.
Mm-hmm. Everyone knows it. But even if they don't give wishes, if I get a pot of gold, I can go buy rats.
Fair.
They could just give you luck, and then you could use that luck to, like, magically
rats.
encounter rats or something.
That's an even better idea.
Gruff, what do you have to do that can destroy a big ol' honker of a log?
I fight on it.
Nix, what do you have that can destroy a log? Or what do you? I'm just
So
trying to
I
move
have-
along because that's my understanding of the plan so far.
Yeah, sorry. So I have fairy fire, which I don't.
I don't think
I'm
it's-
tryy to see if that actually burns. I
It
don't
does
think
not.
it does.
It's just sparkles.
In that case, I have a sickle and a morning star, so I guess I'm just gonna hit it with morning star.
Hit it until it moves. Hit it
I
till
mean,
it dies.
eventually, if you start chipping away at something metal on wood, it will break.
I mean, I
That's
was
a good
thinking of like rolling it off the tree, but
Unless I can
it's
do
probably
something
too heavy.
something like I have banishment, or would that also be a creature? Can I banish the log? I don't know.
Executive decision: you cannot banish a log.
I mean, it was living once.
Once.
Can't you
Not
ban-
now.
Okay, I thought you could banish dead creatures back to their home.
No, it specifically targets a creature as well.
Okay.
That's
So you said this prism is a thing, and then what are the 4 guards you mentioned? What do they do?
They are patrolling the area and watching the tree lines near to make sure that no one comes in and tries to disrupt it.
Wait,
so they
where
are
are we?
Because we
mostly
could
guards.
take them out first, and for them, I do have things like hold person and sleep that could work.
I could burn the logs because I think I have a fire spell that could set things on fire.
Wait, why can't we burn this down in the first place?
We can burn the logs down at least.
You'd need a really hot fire to melt a prism. That would take a while. But yeah, you can burn the logs. So, okay. First things first, I will... How many guards are patrolling? Did you say 3 on, 1 off?
There are 4 on, 1 off.
Shit. Okay, so I only have sleep. The highest would be at level 4, I think. And how many d8s is that?
I may or may not have sleep as well. I say that. 'cause
Yeah.
Well, one of those is helpful. One of those is not Helbiec.
And the correct answer to that is I don't.
Okay.
Okay, I do, and it would be plus 6 more, so it would be 11 d8. So I can give it a shot.
Oh, I do have sleep in my spell book. It's not prepared. Oh, I'm a genius.
To help you out, this is what the guards look like, and I'll put this in.
Oh, I have suggestion. No, that can only affect.
I'll do it in GIMP as well.
I could do suggestion, I guess, and tell a guard to go away or something like that.
These golden peoples are these golden elves are what the guards look like.
Ooh,
they're nice. I like them.
I like them too. I could suggest that one of them doesn't see us, and that they don't want to sell death sticks to
Must
us.
have been the wind.
Oh no, you can't throw them out of the arrow holes. Never mind.
Shit. Sorry, I totally forgot my mic was off. So I'm gonna cast sleep. And are they like near each other, or are they patrolling different areas?
They are relatively near each other. One of them has eyesight on the other one at all times, or at least one other one at all times. And you know from your check, your surveillance check, that they rotate every 10 minutes.
Okay. Well, for sleep, you just cast within a point that, and anyone within 20 feet will hit it, or will get hit with it.
You could get 3 of them with it, yeah.
Sorry, how many of them will be hit?
3.
Okay, so then I will roll 11 d8s. That's what it is at 4th level, and I will let you know in a second what the total HP would be.
Sounds good. The
If you don't get one, I can cast suggestion on it and tell it to go away, and that they don't want to sell us death sticks or something along those lines.
No,
These,
like suggest him to throw himself off the thing. Actually, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't. Its suggestion specifically
All
cannot
right.
hurt them. So you
That's a 48.
48. 48.
Yes, I rolled not well.
Okay, fair enough. The you do some incantations, and from your hands and from your own body, these almost said elvish, these ghosts and spirits emerge from your body and go to each of them and whisper something in each of their ears, and none of them are affected.
Well, that's unfortunate. Well, we have a gun. At least one gun between the three of us. I'm sure we can kill them.
No, it's the gun is for asking questions to gods, not
Oh.
actually not actually like killing anybody.
Ah, well.
I fired a gun. God, can I suggest him to die?
I mean,
Only this once.
whatever works.
I would like to note that my friend has said that she hates leprechauns and that we should hit and impale them. Or hit and impale the thing, I'm not sure. But she really hates leprechauns and all rainbows are magic.
I can't believe that
Also,
you hate
I've
leprechauns.
no idea what we're going to do.
I mean, if leprechauns can help me find more rats, then I love leprechauns. But not the point.
Your incantations and whispers of spirits does send them on high alert. So they have, one of them has gone to alert. One of the three that you tried to entrance has gone to the guard station to alert the one that's in the guard station, and the other two have spread out to search nearby trees and bushes for people.
Do you want me to be their distraction? I can just like run out and start screaming or something.
And then die.
So how far away is the one that's going to the guardhouse?
From you, probably 60 feet away.
Still within range for me to cast lightning bolt.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like it's not going to get any better than that because
where are we in relative to them?
they're looking for us and all that. So
There is a 60. You are in the tree line and brush, looking down upon this area. There is a 60-foot clearing between you and the area, cleared out so that they could see people approaching, basically.
Shit.
So
Can I can Gruff dig a hole, like dig a tunnel as big as himself to like go under and hit the tree roots? Can he do that?
you want to hit the tree roots to make a tree fall down?
No. So basically, within the tree line, I want Gruff to dig a tunnel underneath the ground so they won't even see him until he gets to the actual big tree. Does that make sense?
Yes, but I think you're missing. You are not near the tree. You are at the three outer bases of the prisms that are firing the rainbows.
Oh. I dig a tunnel. Not asking.
So your goal right now is to somehow disrupt this prism so that one of the barriers goes off.
I thought the assumption was that it was like a bunch of trees, but okay.
Helbiec, this man has now reached the door. Would you like to do anything to him? Or the prism, I guess.
Actually, that's a good point. Do we actually need to fight the guards if we just burn down the prism thing and then run away? Because if not, let's just choose the coward option and burn it down and run away.
Yeah, that's probably the better option. Especially since they're already alerted to our presence. Like, they're not going to become more alerted to our presence if we start a fire.
Fair enough. Sounds good.
Is lightning bolt an attack roll or a dex save?
Dex save.
Logs, or are you hitting the logs or are you hitting the person?
Well, lightning bolt doesn't catch things on fire, so I was going to go more with like a firebolt, which does catch things on fire.
Either one. It's up to you.
You know what? I'm going to go with firebolt because more fire, but the more fire, the better.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Oh. That's a 9.
The firebolt lands near the tree the logs, but it simmers out into the dirt. So much that you realize that when it lands, there is a shimmering on these logs. You believe that they are protected in some way, specifically against fire. And now, one of the guards saw a firebolt come out of the brush and would like to come investigate. So, would you like to stealth it out, or would you like to make an advancement on the logs to go ahead and knock them down?
Well, I just tried to burn them. How about you guys? I can't think of what to do with
Ambition.
I
ambushed?
mean, are we doing turn-based combat or not? Because I have that hut spell, which they can't get into. So I can just cast this hut, and then we can, like, run in there if we need to hide.
I think that
I
takes
mean, we could just stealth in and just take this guy down.
Okay.
And
I have invisibility. We
wait a second, hold on. Do they have a command structure where they have, like, multiple people for, like, this guard tower? Well, not tower, but...
They don't seem to... They don't have any regalia that makes them specifically ranked.
Okay. Since I was worried if they have, like, reinforcements. If they,
Fair.
like, fuck this shit up.
Gruff, how would you like to attack this man?
By going for his neck. But also... Hold on, let me do something. Fuck, he sees me.
Yeah, you are not very stealthy. Pretty much. You go attack dog. Give me an attack roll, please.
Before I do that, I'll cast... Yeah, sure. Divine Favor on myself.
Okay, what does that do?
My prayer empowers me with Divine Radiance, and my weapon attacks deal 1d4 extra damage.
That's rad.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a spell. Damn, that's rad.
Fuck.
You
That's a 6 hit.
run up and try to pounce, and this guard with his scimitar parries you and bounces you down to his side, and he and your teeth meet and make a clang sound that is very audible. He, as well as the other 4 guards, turn and run to the tree. The massive gymnasium that you are all trying to steal from.
So, like, when do we decide that we've just failed and we go inside to help infiltrate / cause chaos?
Well, to be fair, the guards are leaving, so you can feel free to knock down the prism if you would like.
See, I agree with that idea, but before we do, I say we try to murder the guards.
Yeah.
So obviously,
Why?
because we don't want them to alert the rest of the people. So we go the
I thought they
nuclear
already
option.
did. Okay.
I mean, they're running to the tree right now, so if they haven't gotten there yet, it's worth
Yeah,
a try.
and basically, you have hold person, right?
Yes.
I have slow. I can slow all of them down.
I can also inflict wounds and banish and just hurt them in a bunch of ways.
Nyx, it is your turn. What would you like to do in order to stop the advance of the fleeing guards?
Sure. I will cast inflict wounds on whichever guard is closest to the front. And that'll be okay. Sorry, I'm battling with D&D Beyond.
The
Okay.
greatest enemy of all.
So I will be casting hold person at 3rd level on whichever, or not hold person, sorry, inflict wounds
Okay.
at whichever person is closest to the front.
Sounds good to me.
So then I roll to attack, and that is a non-natural 20 to hit.
That will hit, yes.
Okay. And then that's 5d10 of necrotic damage.
That is not too shabby at all.
Yeah, 34. So I'll just put out my hand and be like, this is so fucking annoying. And then big scary ghost things like not like not coherent. Not like fully formed ghosts, but just like wisps of sort of black mist will come out of me and wrap around whichever guard is in the front and just tighten.
Brilliant. I love it. What was that damage again?
34 points of necrotic damage.
That is not shabby at all. These vine-like constrictions of spirits constrict around its neck and around its arm and lower torso, and it does seem quite hurt by that. But
Cerberus, who is on my shoulder, yowls in victory.
give me a D20 roll.
Oh, that didn't roll. 18.
Wow, okay. Your cat named Cerberus jumps off your shoulder and books it to the prism.
I will follow cautiously behind because I trust this cat, and also I don't want to be out of range of the other guards if I need to attack again.
That sounds great to me. Helbiec, what would you like to do? There are 5 guards running away from your position. You have a few moments to where you can actually intercept them.
So I have the spell that I consistently love, Thunderbolt. It never seems to fail me. Or Lightning Bolt. I always call it Thunderbolt.
It's the Pikachu inside you.
Yes, it is the Pikachu inside me.
Okay. Fire
I'm going
away.
to cast Lightning Bolt. And I'm going to do my best to... And probably... Actually, are they... This is kind of a strange question, but like, it can hit people on as a 5-foot long range. So could I hit like 2 people in a line, maybe?
Yeah, you can nail 2 of them.
Okay, cool.
I think that's not unreasonable.
Try to hit the third one by having 2 of them get blown backward by the force of the lightning, and then have the third one get hit by the body.
Yes, it's like
Of, like,
Sith Lightning, but with rats.
You're dominosing them.
Yes.
I have to make dex saves, don't I?
There it is. Yes, dex saves.
Does a 18 save? And does a
Let me check.
13 save.
13 does not, 18 does.
Okay, so would you like... Actually, never mind. Okay, 30 damage and 15 damage. That's pretty okay.
That is pretty okay.
That's pretty good damage.
I'm pretty okay with that.
What is your spellcasting focus? Do you have like a gemstone or a wand or a staff, or what do you have?
This one specifically, my preferred one is... I actually hadn't asked you about this. Can I use my bottle of rat's ashes?
Sure, buddy. Your
If not, I have an actual spellcasting focus I could use.
These ashes turn bright blue and begin to spark and shake, and the back of the hair on your neck stands up, and a lightning bolt shoots from it and pierces 2 of these guards. Your cat, Nyx, runs up and jumps on top of the logs gives a little sniff to the prism, and as it does so, it singes one of its whiskers, and suddenly the cat splits. And then those
Wait.
two cats split.
Okay. So multiplies, not like splits in half and there's a dead. Okay.
No, yes, it's multiplying. It what's it called? I almost said osmosis, but that's definitely not right.
You're thinking
mitosis.
mitosis.
Mitosis, where they split. Yes, it plops out, and there are suddenly very many cats. So many cats, in fact, that some of them get lodged in between the logs, and the prism is on its way to falling over, and cats are going in every single direction, trying to run away from this falling glass object. One of them comes up to you with a singed whisker and sits down in front of you.
Good, Cerberus. I knew I named you after a three-headed dog for a reason.
And with that, I'm going to transfer back to the other group. I'm kicking you all out. Move to. Everybody's here. Hi,
Yeah.
Jamie. Hi,
Hello.
Nye. Hi, Ray. Hi, Laura.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, don't say hi to me and Jamie. Yeah, it's all right.
I did say hi.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Where we left you, Sozar and May were investigating the room in front of them that just opened up, and Laura's character Waiwocket. So I keep messing up names because in our Discord channel, some people have their player name first and then their character name. It's Jamie-Lirt Hazzard. And then some people have it their character name, then their real name, so it's Sozar/Ray.
I don't think it's. I think if you're interchanging them, it's fine. I don't think it's.
I know. I just want some consistency because the people that are watching have never heard of us before.
That's fair, but it's fine. We have distinct voices. I mean, obviously, like
Would it
Ray
be
and I are
more
like
confusing if I
brothers,
stopped
so
it?
we sound identical. But
There's only
True.
Yes,
13 or so players.
wait, was that an impression of me, Ray?
What? No,
That's
that was an
impression of
impression
me,
of
right?
you.
Oh
Okay,
no,
fair
this
enough.
is not an impression of anyone, Oh, that's just lovely.
No,
Oh my god, where have all these knives come from?
Anywho,
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 Laura and Lirt,
Mm.
I would like you to choose one of the rooms that you are going to clockwisely travel around back to your position, and I'm going to kick you out, and then Sozar and May will investigate their room.
can go in six
Oh,
first.
right.
We're doing 3 teams rather than 2
Terrifying.
because we're splitting our teams.
All right.
So have fun discussing that while I handle Sozar and May.
I love you.
Okay.
see you later.
Okay, hi Sozar and May,
Hello.
Hello.
aka Nye and Ray. This room has a. They're called. I don't know if they're called L desks, but that's what I call them. The desks that are shaped like an L. And there is a helmet that is haphazardly, literally hung from the ceiling with a fishing line type thing, and 2 gauntlets that are writing some scripture. And there is a room number 8 on the stream that has a window on the front of it, and there is a elf person inside also writing some stuff down.
Okay then.
There is a fancy plant and a couch to sit on.
If we start rummaging around, could they foreseeably see what we're doing?
While there is not a
Yeah.
person in this room specifically, there is
No, I
a
know.
helmet and hands, so yes, probably.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, if we open a drawer, would the drawer quite noticeably open, or do you think we could like kind of just squeak it open kind of thing, if that makes sense?
You can test your stuff, so like brushing the leaves and see if it reacts in some way.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, can I do that? Can I just like make it look like wind or something?
Give me a stealth check.
No problem. I don't get any bonuses from
And
Thingamabob,
you
do
do get a
I?
plus
Because
10 because of Laura's or
am I
Waiwocket's
still
spell.
within the range of that? How big is the range on that?
You just now parted, so I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, that's fair enough. Stealth.
I'm going to
Okay.
adjust the DC by 10.
Can I roll it? Can I roll? I'm just gonna roll normal stealth, but it will. Can we like add the 10 or whatever? I don't know.
So you got a 9
so I
plus
got
10,
9.
19.
Okay, there we
The
go.
brushing of the leaf of this plant does cause the helmet to pause its riding for a moment. Sort of look up. It's hanging from a string. It's not that great. And then continue riding.
Interesting.
Yeah, okay. Fucking hell. Is there anything behind the like if we were to, peek behind the desk, would we be behind the helmet's gaze? I guess if that
Yeah,
makes sense. Presuming it
course.
has but like forward facing vision.
Yeah, field of vision.
Okay. I'll be the one that does that. I'll kind of like tap Sozar on the shoulder and like, I don't know, do some kind of agreed upon hand signal to say I'm moving forward. I would like to walk behind it. And is there anything within reach, perhaps a draw or any kind of paperwork that I can see that is of notice to me? So, like, if I peek over its shoulder, is there anything on the table? If
Right.
not, I'll start trying to rummage behind it quietly.
They do have, I don't even know what to call it. It's basically like just a flat cutting board sized drawer that is pulled out with a document on it that they are basically copying over to a new document. And you can.
Oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say, if I have a quick scan of that, does that look interesting or is it quite boring? Like,
Sure. It is
administrative stuff.
It is a transfer document. It is a transfer of goods from a important person that I guess you don't really understand the name of. It's hard to pronounce. It's in a bunch of funky characters.
It's okay if it's just like not important. I was just checking. It's not like, hey,
it's a transfer of goods. Yeah.
Okay.
No. The good that is transferred. It's in its own box. Is a literally says powerful dagger of chaos.
Okay. Well, I don't care. It's not the vile stone, so I shrug and go, cool, to each their own. Does it look like, I don't know if this would be some form of intelligence check or perception or whatever. Is there a way that I can scan around to see if there's anything of use to our goal? Either a map to the milestone, some ID, like anything of that kind of sort that'll help us progress through. If not, then I'm just going to return to Sozar and tap them on the shoulder and we'll head back to the meeting point because there's no point dawdling.
You can peek into the door window, the dindo, the war. I don't know what to call it. Of the, I guess boss. I guess we'll call him boss for now. Boss's office, and he has a scroll rather than a just regular piece of paper. This scroll is spread out, and it does appear to be not necessarily a blueprint of the structure of the house, of the schematic. It's a schematic, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
And it is of a certain level, but you can see that the scripture that he's writing on is multiple pages, so you can assume one of these pieces of paper is for each level.
I have a question then.
Okay.
Oh, are some of them? Oh, follow up quick. Before I ask the important question, is it kind of like covered up? Like I'd have to move things out the way to see it if I came into the room with him?
Yeah.
Or like,
well, no, you wouldn't have to. He's actively looking at it.
Oh no, but like my big question then, and I'm happy to roll. Is it possible? And I might have to get Sozar for this. Is it possible for me to just look and memorize the map? And then we could just like, I'm happy to make a roll for it's like, oh, well, I don't know, you failed your tests, May.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I could.
That as well. Like,
Sozar, what do you have in that department to satisfy that goal? If anything.
memory.
I have a +5 to my intelligence.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what if we just like, I don't know, roll? Oh, we could roll like history maybe, and just like see if we can memorize it. I don't know.
Yeah, we could roll history.
That's
Go for
not.
it.
By the way, that's not me and Ray going, haha, I'll make sure you get to make a history roll. Like,
No,
to
I
me,
know.
Yeah, no.
yeah,
I mean,
history's so vague. I could argue it's
oh,
like
jeez.
10
Sozar,
minutes ago.
make a history check.
Oof. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna have a go. It's okay. It's fine. I'll also have a go. My int is -1.
Go ahead,
Oh no,
go
no,
crazy.
+1. It's +1. Right. My history is a +4. So let's see how well I do.
I don't see why you
can't
both
see it.
wouldn't look at it. That's fine.
Yeah, it's not great. So what do we like? Only half remember. There's a room maybe to the north.
Well, what I was wanting to ask is, like, if it's in Elvish, and if it's in Elvish, like, does it like have anything that's really of interest to us?
What? Yeah.
From your
That's a point.
stellar, on point history checks. Whoa, crazy numbers here.
Yeah. For those watching, it's a 9 and a 7.
It's
Yeah,
great.
it's not great.
For those
You did not
checks,
roll
you are able to surmise that this is some sort of map of ventilation. And specifically the part that he is looking at and the parts that you can get between the books that are on his desk. There is a massive, I don't know how to explain it. Like it's a massive vent, for lack of a better term. There's a main vent from the floor above to the floor that he's looking at. And from your knowledge of looking at the tree itself and judging by size, it's not this floor, but it does appear to be the floor above you that the vent is leading into. So you're on a floor. The floor above you is the place the vent is leading into, and then the floor above that is where the stuff is coming from into the major vent.
So, for context, it's not like when we go out there, we're going to be like kids that are just about to do their exam and are like, it's like we're assured that like we'll be able to convey what we've seen to everyone else. Okay.
You didn't get with your low rolls. You didn't get the important parts of what these vents do or stuff,
fine.
but you
we
did
know
get
how to
a little
get to
bit from it. Yes.
Okay, the getting to them was kind of the only thing I was super concerned with because we're doing this ad hoc. We're rolling with the punches. We'll see where we go.
Right.
Yes. We've been planning this for a month and a half, and we're just winging it.
As I said, planning is essential, but plans always go awry. So,
yes.
Is there anything else? I don't want to hold up because
without moving things, there's not much else you can learn.
That's fine.
There's a nice picture of like a serene landscape, though.
Oh, well,
very
that's
homely.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But really, it's a conversation piece. Really adds to like the office.
Yeah. Oh wow! Did you paint this?
No. My secretary bought it for me. Cool.
That's
basically.
She's got a good eye. Yeah.
So
like,
well, yeah.
As much as I would talk about secretary paintings, I'm going to kick you two out and invite Jamie and Laura back.
Alrighty.
See ya. Boop. And boop. Laura and Jamie are here, aka Lirt and Waiwocket.
Hello.
What room have you decided to peek into?
Yes, number 6.
Number 6.
To do that, first of all, is there like a crack above and below the door, or either one?
There is a crack up below the door, yes.
As planned, I will turn into a beetle, because I have not out yet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I will. And I will crawl underneath the door and have a look-see around.
Sure. This door houses many of the weapons for the guards. It is a relatively otherwise mundane. There's nothing special about this room. It's an armory for the guards.
Fancy.
Yes. It's got a sharpening stone. It's got other things of that nature.
Okay. Noticing that a map or something does not seem to be in this room, I will exit, land on top of Waiwocket's head, and then kind of lift up my arms and press down once to let her know to move on.
Okay. I love how detailed this is. It's fantastic.
Yes.
And
All
I'm
right,
peeking-
so we're going to move on to room 5.
Peeking into the next room. I love it. This is the best. This is the best heisting we've done so far. In room 5,
Good. Do the same thing. Crawl under and see what's about.
there are quite a few boxes with various documents inside them.
Do any of them appear to be a map or some sort of document that hints as to where the Bilestone is?
Do you happen to speak Infernal?
What languages do I speak?
Yikes.
I do not. I speak Sylvan, Common, Draconic, Druidic, and Goblin.
And Car Alarm.
Carlar, I apologize.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, we
It's
can hear
outside
that.
my window.
Oh, I have one too.
Wow, there are two robberies going on
maybe I'm hearing
concurrently.
yours. Never mind.
You cannot get anything from the labels on these boxes. If you wanted to squeeze into it, you could probably make out a few words, but from your quick judgment and quick pace, you don't think you'll find anything of use right away.
Okay. In that case, I will crawl back out and once again press firmly once on Waiwocket's head.
Fantastic. Number 4 is a little bit more special.
Okay.
Okay.
There is, I guess I should have explained myself a little bit better. Additionally, from 5 to 4, there is a door. The door that you are at on my map right now is not a door, it is a window. And peering into this window, you can both see that this is, for all intents and purposes, a break room. And we're going to backtrack a tiny bit into room 5. There is a lever on the wall that opens the door from 5 to 4. I'm going to highlight it a bit. This door right here. There's a lever on the wall that you can easily assume, knowing how dungeons work, that it opens the door. Or something along those lines. Notably, from room 4's window, you can see that there is a huge, comically large axe that is positioned specifically to swing through to the door in room 5. So, quick recap. It's a mess hall break room with a lever at the door and an axe positioned to swing at you. But there's a pretty sweet vending machine inside.
Interesting. Do we see anything on the wall from the window? Like a map or something?
There are little booklets.
Mm,
Little brochures.
I am going to give Waiwocket a couple of taps and then fly back under the door to 5 and see if I can get to the door to 4 via a crack.
Give me an acrobatics check.
As a beetle, okay. What is a beetle?
What, you've never heard of the acrobatic beetle? Come on.
I just don't know the beetle's dexterity.
1 million.
It's got a plus 20. Beetles are also known to be ballerinas in this universe.
So, okay. So, wait, its dexterity is 20?
Oh shit! Really?
No, is that what you said?
No, I was making a joke.
Okay. I don't know what a
Is there a
beetle's
beetle
dexterity
stat
is.
block? Do a spider.
No, a spider, like a normal spider? Okay.
I guess. That seems like just a normal spider. It's a dex +2.
Okay, that's fine.
What is a beetle's dex? What is a beetle's acrobatics? It's a !R, not /R.
Every time. Oof. Okay.
The crack of this door, because it is to a more secure place, does appear to be shorter, so you are not able to squeeze through.
Okay, in that case, I will fly back out and kind of, I'll press on Waiwocket's head, but make it sound dejected and sad, or make it feel dejected and sad somehow.
press your feet on my head in a dejected manner. I mean, can I? Well, I guess here's a question. We didn't check whether these doors are locked or anything, right? We're just you're going in beetle form so that we don't make excessive noise, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna peek in. I'm certainly like peeking in the window of 4 there.
Give me a perception
Can
check.
I like see? Okay.
With disadvantage.
Ooh. All right. Nope. Check. Sorry, let's check that roll.
Oof.
Oh
Not
boy.
looking great.
And no, it's not going to be great at all. First one was a 9.
Second one is also a 9.
Nines.
Your low
really
perception, you can barely see out of the corner of your eye. There is also a... How do I describe how big this is? You know those things that they mount on walls where it has this lever on top and you can crush cans?
Yeah.
You know how big that
Yes.
is? There is that. It's a whole wall of them. It's like a P.O. box size, I guess. It's a whole wall of them, and it is glass on the front so you can see into it. It is various slots filled with various bags of gold.
Oh,
I've piqued your interest. There's gold in here.
yes. Well, you've certainly piqued Waiwocket's interest.
Give me a stealth check, Waiwocket.
All right.
And you do have a +10, so it shouldn't be too bad.
And your
Yes.
advantage. And you're visible, so it's advantage maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, easy. You got a 30. Don't even, crazy.
Yeah.
You you realize that you're kind of fogging up the window, so you take a step back.
That's fair. I used my sleeve to wipe it clean.
It goes where as you were cleaning it.
Well, also I'm very small, so I probably had to like hang on the windowsill
A little bit. You wipe your fingerprints clean.
All right. Okay. I think I'm going to waggle my fingers back at Lirt in a manner that indicates excitement.
Excited finger waggle. I love it.
Excited finger waggle. But are you still on my head?
Yeah, I'm
Is that what?
Yeah. Okay. So it's a continued motion. Shall we check the next room?
Yeah. I think what I'm trying to convey with my finger waggle is I'm excited about this room, but let's keep going. It's not the most important thing right now.
The next two rooms are toilets. They're outhouses. Strangely, the piping does not go down. It takes a 180-degree turn and goes straight up.
Huh.
Oh,
Intriguing.
interesting.
And then finally, your little beetle squeeze through the door shows you that this is the way up to the next level.
Okay.
Number 8 or number 8 is the next.
There's
I
staircase.
Staircase. Okay.
Yeah.
I will tap my head or tap Waiwocket's head several times in front of one of the bathrooms.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I'll tap back in a manner that indicates I agree. And what so my beetles, we said, were crawling up the outside of the tower to try to investigate things. What I would love is when they come back, I want to send them up. I want to send some of them up the toilet drains.
Okay.
But I think they're still exploring, probably.
Yes, they are exploring still.
And I would also tap frantically in front of the steps door.
Yes.
There are stairs here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you go, Lirt, do you go into the room that's marked 9 on the map?
I would, and assuming it's accurate and looks like a storeroom.
It is a storage room. There are barrels full of quivers of arrows.
I will simply tap.
And after this, you all make it all the way back to your meeting spot. Actually, I'm going to bring Sozar and May back in here. Hi, Sozar and May.
Hello.
As with all of your pre-thought, how are you going to get out of this room without opening the door?
We're the 3 best friends that anyone could have. Sorry.
Who are you asking?
You and May, Ray and Nye. Because you got into this room by slipping through.
We'll just try and stealthily open it.
Okay.
And if that fails, we'll just open it. Like, there is only one of 2 ways that can go, so.
Fair enough.
Sozar, are you stealthier than me, or am I stealthier than you?
Let me see.
I have stealth 3.
Yeah, you're stealthier than I am.
Okay, that's fine. If
my suggestion would be opening the door slowly.
Yep. Well, that's what the stealth rule is. Because if I fuck up, it's presumed that I open it really obviously. And just to be clear, we'll do our little hand tap thing, and that's me saying if they notice, we cheese it because we still will be invisible. So
makes sense.
Yep. Don't worry, Doug. We've got our Ray and I have come up with our out.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Ray's going.
Yeah, it's okay. Hopefully, actually, I'll roll before he gets back just to. Oh boy. Okay. Same fucking roll, but that's okay. Let's do this shit. Let's go.
You're quite lucky that Waiwocket has timely returned and has put the radius around you again to where you do have a +10 as well.
Excellent.
So while you are not
this.
seen, the door does open, and the helmet stops.
It's windy.
And presses down on the desk, and the helmet leans forward to look, and then sits back down.
Well, yeah, we presumably leave while it's looking.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an old tree. You know, it's windy. The doors come loose.
Always, of course.
Exactly.
The you all make it to your group and are, I'm assuming that you have hand signals to tell each other, I know where the next level is.
Well,
Yes.
we could also just like get really close to each other's ears and whisper. Like it's not, you know.
Sure. And you all
Or another way, we could write on each other's arms, like just.
That's confusing. Especially because you can't see the surface you're writing on. It's not going to work.
We're also
It just-
invisible. Let's suspension of disbelief. We communicate somehow.
Yes. Lirt and Waiwocket have been communicating through a system of tapping our limbs on each other's heads.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
So
fine.
we
So-
just all do that.
What we communicate through whichever means we
I
can.
have stairs.
Yeah. Oh well, we found vents. We weren't book smart enough to work out what the vents were, but luckily, Nye and Ray are book smart enough to assume that the vents are something the Beatles would use. If not them, then some other kind of security system. So
these vents do
Yes.
lead to this floor, specifically on this map, room 12. If you would like to go see what that vintage stuff is, you do have
we would. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, you continue.
Well, Ray, and correct me if I'm wrong here because I may have misremembered. We were either going to send Jamie or we were going to send the spiders, not ourselves.
Jamie is in
Fuck
beetle
that.
form,
Yeah.
Yes.
so that would be a good plan.
Yeah, so you could crawl
Yeah.
up the vents.
Yeah.
Because the vents, or well, I guess, I was assuming the vents are too small for any of the rest of us to climb up. Is that correct or no?
Yes,
Oh, these not diehard vents.
these are
where
not
it's, like,
diehard vents.
Huge. Anyone
well,
could even
well, yeah.
walk
I mean,
down
if
them.
they were medium-sized vents, then Waiwocket could.
No, I
perhaps-
know. It's
So-
all good.
Yeah, I think I don't know if it's been said. I think we were thinking about sending in the spiders.
Yeah. Well, we could send both Jamie and the spiders because the spiders presumably come back, don't they, Laura? They don't just fuck off once you tell them to go somewhere.
Yes.
Okay, then it's fine. Yeah, we'll send both for double security. Jamie's got to be protected with the spider posse.
All right, this is virus.
Don't eat
Okay.
this beetle. This is a good beetle.
So
Despite their best efforts to clog the bottom of this door, as you three approach it, this hallway gets more and more hard to not cry because of the odor.
Okay.
Lirt, as you
Oh,
crawl
no.
under this doorway, it reveals that this room is absolutely filled to the brim with shit.
Well, as
Oh.
a beetle, I'm okay with it, but oh my gosh.
There are
Oh,
beetles
are you a dung beetle?
diving and bathing in this and eating and sleeping.
Oh, interesting.
And there are various tubes as well as the main vents that they found
What?
depositing globs onto the gigantic pile.
Ugh.
oh,
Ugh.
okay.
The security system is dung beetles.
That makes sense.
No, that's awesome. That's actually fascinating. Okay.
I will fly around and do I eventually see the door on the other side?
You do.
Is that able to be crawl under?
Give me a second to read my notes.
Okay. Fair.
Jamie, can you talk to animals in your can you talk to beetles in that form, or does it not work?
I don't
I don't know the
works that
mechanics.
way.
I don't think
I
so,
don't think
no.
I
That's fine.
gain the beetle speech.
That's fine.
The
You're waving your antennas, and they're just like, I don't know what you're trying to tell me.
I think-
Yeah, I don't.
I think I'm going to do the lame DM thing of where the map doesn't exactly reflect the narrative that I had in mind, and there is actually no door at the back.
Okay. No
It's
problem.
just a wall back there. It's a big poop room.
Well, question. It must go to ventilation in other places, correct?
The massive vent is taking the fumes up and out.
Okay.
Okay.
And there are other... I'm imagining banking tubes that are just plopping down grossness everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
wow.
just so the viewers are aware, this is in fact the most disgusting thing I've ever thought to do.
Really? This is... You've clearly never worked with animals then. This is like very simple stuff. It's poop. I've had to shovel shit. It's literally there.
It's a
Okay.
poop shoot.
So does there seem to be a way on the ceiling or something for me to look at the next floor? Or do the beagles just kind of crawl around on the walls in the hallways?
There are small tubes at various points where the beetles are coming into and flying out of, in and out tubes that are like they're tiny little hallways to get around the place. They're not labeled in any way.
Watching to see which one beagles go up, I will fly into one and
Okay.
try to see if I can tell what's on the next floor.
Give me a D100 roll.
Oh no.
There's 100 floors and only one beetle. Why is that not made into a movie?
One
One
beetle. 100 floors.
100 floors.
You not show up?
We could actually name it like Schitt's Creek or something like that.
Oh, there it is.
32.
Barry the Beetle is
Barry.
the dung roller.
I'm not sure.
32.
Wow, this is actually really funny. there are 52 different areas in this map, and 32 happen to be a quite important one.
Yes!
Okay.
Fuck yeah! Told you, RNG to the win.
Could everyone else mute them or deafen themselves
Deafen.
for a moment, so I can talk to Jamie and tell him what this is? Jamie, inside this room is a jagged piece of almost bone that has a handle coming out. It is a dagger.
Okay.
It has a button on the end of the hilt, and it is absolutely glistening with rainbow. It is shimmering and pulsating, and there is strong energy coming off of this knife. On top of this,
Intense.
from
Okay.
the window, I guess not really a window, what do you call it? There's a doorway there, but there's not a door, it's like a force field. It's the magical field spoiler.
Archway?
Yeah, archway. Thank you. The archway, you can see through the archway, you can see the gemstone.
Okay.
It has another layer of force field in between it. And
Okay.
so it's the one that you're looking through and then another one as well. But this seems to be the same chamber that the gemstone is in. So you could probably take the dagger as well as the gemstone.
Like, without having to pass through the rainbow barriers?
If you wanted to try to take this dagger now, you could. I don't know how that would work. Maybe you could revert, take it, and revert back.
That's exactly what I wanted to do. I am going to turn back into a winged kobold and not touch anything, because immediately start flapping my wings, so I'm not touching the ground or anything. Quickly grab the dagger and then be shaped back into a beetle.
Brilliant. And you are able to make your way back.
Okay.
So you do have a scope out of the place, and it does look like... Let me double check my map so I don't say something incorrect. It does seem to be 3 levels above you.
Okay, 3 levels above me. Okay. In that case, okay. So I will return to the group with all the info.
Okay, come on in, I say to... That's not who I wanted. Ray and Laura.
And 9.
And 9, yeah. I accidentally pinged Gorm. Oopsies.
Uh-oh.
All right, back.
Okay.
Hi.
Hopefully May and Sozar come back.
I accidentally pinged Gorm, I feel bad.
Hello. Come and get Nye back in here.
Hey. Aye.
Now I probably went to go deal with a cat or something. There we go. Yay!
Okay.
Your beetle
right.
returns. Jamie, would you like to do something special, or would you just like to
Yes.
press on? Okay,
No, I
continue.
will revert back into Lirt form. And I will... there's no guards around us other than the beetles.
That is correct.
Okay. I will whisper, like, guys, I can no longer turn into a beetle. But I think I found the key. Also, I saw the thing.
You saw the thing?
I saw the thing.
Are they?
Ooh.
How are they? Let me see my Laura voice. You saw the thing?
Yes.
Hello there.
This is my new favorite voice. I love this so much. You found the hot dog!
So, about 3 levels up, it's there is the archway. The rainbows are still there, but I have this dagger that you can't see anymore. But it's a rainbow dagger, and it has a button on the end of it. And I could see the milestone, and I would have grabbed it myself, but I have no way of doing so without exposing it to the air.
Right,
Okay.
we've worked out how to do that. So
Yes.
Oh, well, but it's
Where?
Yeah,
where?
so just-
Where is it?
just get there.
It's 3 floors up.
Wait.
Oh, okay.
Is it in a? Is it in a? What's it in? How are they keeping it from being exposed to the air?
I believe we were told the room has no air in it.
Okay. Well, it's Sozar. I believe it is plan face off.
Ace off.
Face off.
You mean plan B?
For the viewers, I'm as
What?
confused as we are.
Sozar, we had this. Oh, well, I guess you weren't listening. We had this whole thing where we talking about plans, and I was like, "Oh, face off would be cool."
I
And you were
think-
like, "Yeah, sure."
How about I put you guys into group 2, and I'll bring it back in the other group.
Well,
Fair, fair.
hold
Just
on.
like, okay, you're riffing on 1990s movies. I don't want to.
Well, no. Is this the one where I go uninvisible and ask for directions?
No. This is where you take the face of Nicolas Cage.
Oh, okay. You're being silly.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to group 2.
Yeah, group 2.
Oh my god.
That was interesting. I didn't realize we were getting switched.
Hello, Jim. Hello, Rick. Hello, Helbiec.
Hello, it's been so long. How have you been?
It has been quite a bit. I apologize for the wait.
No, you're just fine. I say that constantly.
We were bonding.
Heard you
It
say.
was great.
That's a great point.
I saw that you had some videos going.
Yeah, we showed each
Yes.
other cats.
Our hats and stuffed animals.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
anyways, D&D.
I forgot to mention. Yeah, we stuffed animals as well.
That sounds great.
Basically, everyone has great hats. I have the most hats, which is absolutely unsurprising.
Nope, not at all.
Laura, I miss
Where are we? Anyways.
I'm kind of sad that I missed all this hatness. Your hat.
I'll show you. Just remind me.
We could show. We have a post show where everyone
we
just
can do
shows off their
that- we can do
hats.
We can do that after the session. That's fine with me.
The cat, after successfully knocking down the prism, sits in front of you, and you are able to pick them up.
The cat or the prism?
The cat.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Has the cat turned back into one cat, or are there still like 8 cats?
The other thousands of cats have just scattered into
Yeah.
the forest.
Okay, well, I'm
So
gonna
there are-
assume you're the real Cerberus because you're with me. So good, kitty. And I will scratch his ears and give him salmon treats.
Can I
He's
smell
salmon.
Cerberus?
You can smell Cerberus.
What does he smell like?
Salmon treats.
I like him. Her. Wait, what are the pronouns?
Him, him. As far as I know, I don't think Cerberus cares. Cerberus could be a god. We don't know.
Cerberus is a god. Gruff would like him.
I'm going to stick with the theory that Cerberus is in fact a god.
It did just duplicate 1 billion times, so I don't
That's
see
a
why
good
not.
point. We don't know what Cerberus does.
It is, well, we do know what Cerberus does. It duplicates. It's a
Other than that, we
duplicate.
But we don't know if Cerberus does anything else.
Fair. Speaking of doing anything else, what are you doing? The guards are running away, and you have successfully knocked down the prism.
Gruff would chase the closest one and try to bite him down.
Okay, this one has been grappled by spirits, aka inflicted wounds, and its neck is torn up, as well as it is twitching a little bit from the after effects of a lightning bolt.
Other person.
Why don't you want to attack him?
Because he's already incapacitated. Yeah.
No, it's still up. He's still running.
Oh shit, never mind.
I can never say that word either.
Yeah. So Gruff would aim for the neck and get this guy down.
You're not going to go for the head? Ha 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 ha. Get it? It's a funny joke.
22 to hit.
Where was the funny part? I apologize. That was very mean to me.
No, you're just no.
I feel bad now.
No, you're fine.
A 22. A 22 will hit.
Alright. 1d6 plus 2, 5, and Divine Favor is still up, since this is just like a little bit after.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. So 1d4, 6 stolen damage, and the guard needs to roll a strength saving throw, DC 12, or you'd be knocked prone.
Oh wow. Dang, we got a pro D&D player in here. I was not expecting this.
I always do this. What do you mean?
It's been a while, okay?
We sound stupid with our riffing and our comedy and our distractions, but we are crack D&D players.
I've read the rulebook.
That's actually a really good point. As stupid as we might sound, we have all played D&D a long time.
It's true.
I really broke your games a bunch of times, so.
Oh gosh, don't even get me started. Every time Jim comes with a new character, I'm scared of the new ways that they're going to break my game.
I'm kind of tempted to create a new character, but I also like Helbiec, so I think I'm going to stick with him.
Man,
I like Helbiec
wonder
too.
what happened to Churio.
I guess we'll never know.
Yeah,
That's a juror. He's probably in jail or dead.
he's probably dead.
It's probably dead. Yeah, I'm getting.
What does a 12 do?
Oh yeah, that's at DC.
It goes to the defender, I believe. So I think it succeeds. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he is.
He's still up.
He's still up. Yes. Gruff, could you please make a wisdom saving throw?
Uh-oh.
Are dogs
20?
known for their wisdom, Gruff? I don't know.
I mean, he is a paladin.
That's actually a good point. It's the paladog.
This.
Paladog?
Oh,
Hey, Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How have you been?
Good.
Glad to hear that.
Did I accidentally join for some reason? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, but no problem.
Oh, bye, Jamie. But I'm gonna go say bye to him.
I honestly thought he was gonna like.
Okay,
I love it.
I thought he was gonna be like Lirt tearing out of the building, like grievously injured or coming to warn us or something.
That would be fantastic.
I just like to think, just like in universe, Jamie just walked out of the tower. It's like, oh hey Oh, wait, see, I'm not
Out of
supposed
the
to
corner
be
of your eye, you see a
Turn around.
kobold
Don't
waving
run away.
from one of the windows.
Again, we did not come up with any method of communication between the two groups. Basically, we need somebody waving from a window to know what is going on.
She brings up a good point.
Gruff would just bark at the other group. It'll be fine.
Gruff, when you try to tackle this guy, he screams, and this absolutely piercing screech enters your ears, but you're unfazed by it. You're in battle dog mode.
Battle dog, battle dog.
Does whatever a battle dog can.
I don't think that works for this, but I'm gonna let it pass. He teleports, and you fall to the ground. He teleports off into the distance, and now all 5 guards are far enough away to where the only way you could reach them is to dash. If you would like to do so.
Yeah, there's nothing else to do.
So your 2 options are head to the tree and help out any way you can, or head to another rainbow thing and try to destroy one of those.
I feel like I should probably go to the tree to see if anybody needs like help or healing or whatever.
Being saved from death.
Yeah, that or being ushered into the afterlife with a warm and welcoming face such as my own.
Yeah.
I wouldn't describe it as warm and welcoming, but I sure would describe it as a face.
Gruff would follow the rest
Hey,
of the group.
Helbiec, I can take your rats out of this world in an instant, and I won't be bringing them back.
My rats can take you out. You can't bring yourself back.
I'd like to see them try. I have a cat and the literal power of God on my side.
Don't fuck with me. I got the power of cats and God on my side.
That was the first thing I thought of as well.
Exactly. I mean, a cat's more useful against rats than God, probably.
Do cats like lightning? Because I can shoot a lightning at the cat.
Yo, this
Presumably
Bible
they'll
is
split
really
over
effective
and over
against
and over
rats. You know
again.
what I'm saying?
I mean, it depends on how many cats there are. I can shoot lightning at lots of cats if need be.
But you'll run out of rats eventually. Anyway, I'm gonna go into the tree. I don't know how much help the prism would do if we knock down another one. At this point, all subtlety is gone. But
how do you know that I don't have thousands of rats just laying around ready to pounce?
if you had thousands of rats, you would absolutely not be here, but you would be creating them into a rat army or ruling over them as their rat overlord or some other weird rat shit.
How do you know I haven't done that already?
Because knowing you being slightly less than average in your wizard college, it would take some time. And I don't think...
Excuse me, I am not slightly less than average. I am perfectly average. I graduated in the exact middle of my class. I will have you.
You achieve
And no, you will not mistake that one more time.
Gruff is walking towards the tree.
DM, Gruff would just start sprinting towards the tree.
Okay. You are all...
Yeah, I'm going as well.
Yeah, I'm going.
Running to the tree. And
But I will make sure that you know that I did not, in fact, graduate below average. I graduated at the exact average.
I mean, that's what you say. You're a biased reporter.
Would you like to see my GPA? I'm not sure I have it lying around still, but I'm sure I can.
Exactly.
Gruff spins around and points the gun at both of you.
DM, with intelligence checks of 16, would Gruff know about the bell curve of average at Helbiec's college?
I don't think so. As much as I would like to know that Gruff is up to speed on all the collegiate activities of his comrades, I don't think that's the case.
I have a small question.
Okay.
Where might I find my report card?
I was not prepared, and I will never be prepared to answer this question during this series of Dungeons & Dragons.
You get inspiration if you make it yourself. But make it honest or we'll know.
Like, all the 5s are backwards. He sticks out his tongue while he's writing
There's
it.
an F that's been changed into an A with a different colored pen.
A lot of it's been, like, sharpied out.
Hey, I never said I was good at math. I just said I graduated in the middle of a wizard college.
There's another box at the bottom that says "real cool guy," and it's like A++++.
Dear Helbiec, you are so hot. Love you. XOXO hot. 60.
That was my that was my professor. Got a D in the class. Oh gosh.
I think it was the other way around, actually.
Oh no.
Yeah, I had to work hard to get this average.
Gruff and
Anyway, I'll stop.
the rest of you in tow are able to make it to the tree. There are the sound of twirling chains as you make it to the clearing, and these chains have fired down into 3 positions. There are massive ballistas that have fired into the ground almost... What do they call them? Not ballistas. The things that they use on ships.
Siege weapons? Nope, those wouldn't be on ship. Cannons?
No. It's going to bother me. They got a hook on the end of it.
Oh, grappling hooks?
It's like a grappling hook, but it pierces...
A harpoon?
Harpoon! Yes, harpoon.
Yes.
Harpoon. It's a harpoon, basically, that is fired into the ground, and there is wind rushing along these chains upwards into the tree.
What do you suppose would happen if we pulled him out? I say to my friend, my singular friend now, it seems Rick, or sorry.
Before you get there,
Gruff. And then to my former friend, who now insults my intelligence, apparently, Bell. Wait, no. Nix.
Before you get there, all five of the Eladrin that you battled have used their bows as a zipline method and have run and jump and ziplined up the chains with the wind.
Cool.
They're assassins from Assassin's Creed.
Never played that game.
Yeah, it's fine. It's a fun game.
It's a fine game.
So will we also have to slide to get into the tree? Like, I assume that's where the other guys are, right? Like our friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, your friends are in the tree, yes.
Or is there like another way up?
You could go up the tree itself, just up the ladders.
Hold on, let me see. Do I have a flying spell?
Oh no,
How far up is it?
The enemy of dog is ladders.
Yes, the enemy of dog is ladder. I could catapult.
What? How far up is what?
How far do we have to go to get into the tree?
It is a 100-foot clearing. There are a couple archers poking their heads out on the first level, but it's a long distance, so you should be able to dodge or take a few arrows if you wanted to get to the tree. Getting to the chains to launch yourself up into the tree is much more manageable.
Hey, Gruff.
Yeah.
I have the spell catapult. Would you like me to catapult you up there?
The spell catapult only works on objects. Unless you want to treat a dog as an object, we're not doing that.
Wait, can Gruff be on a log, holding on to it, and moving, getting launched with it?
I'm imagining Gruff looks around furiously and then comes back with a stick in its hand, or a stick in its mouth, and is shaking its tail furiously.
See, if you remember, like, Breath of the Wild, like, you know when Link jumps on a log and then does the stasis thing to move really far? Yeah, I'm imagining that, except with a dog.
It's possible if you want to do that.
Yeah.
Can I Misty Step myself up into the tree?
How far does Misty Step go?
30 feet. That's why I was trying to figure out if we have to cross the clearing and then go into the tree, or if we can go up the chains.
Up the chains, yes. That is what the chains are specifically for.
Gruff.
Okay, so can I teleport to the top of the chains?
Not to the top of the chains. The top of the chains is 100 feet or so up in the air.
Okay, to the part of the chain where I can then enter the tree.
You can teleport to the chain and then ride the chain up into the tree, yes.
Okay, that's what I'll do then.
How much does Gruff?
Better yet, you cannot waste your spell slot and just jump onto the chain. and zip line up.
Oh, okay. So we're by the chain. Gotcha.
Yes.
Oh, we can do that. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That makes more sense than
How is a dog going to zip line?
I still like the idea of catapulting the dog.
Yeah,
You
it's
can
Put him
Catapult
with
Dog.
the harness and then zip line like from a little harness. He'll be supported by his back.
And I can
I'm pretty
also catapult the dog to add extra momentum.
Is a catapult a leveled spell?
Yes, I can add more weight the higher level it goes.
I never
But
put
it's
weight
fine
on
because
him.
we're not doing it.
I think honestly the only way to get the dog up there is to catapult him, which also sounds like the coolest thing anyone's ever done in D&D.
We are going to catapult a dog today.
You're playing fetch with a dog.
It's a very
In
extreme
the Forgotten
version.
Realms. Dick
Yes.
fetches dog.
It's a very extreme version of fetch, but fetch nonetheless.
Gruff, are you okay with being catapulted?
Yes. Fuck yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Hopefully I won't turn to Moshire and die from fall damage.
We can worry about that part later. And that later being as soon as I catapult you.
Does catapult have an attack roll, I think?
Let me check that. I think it does. No, it has a dex save.
Oh, okay. How does a tree make a dex save?
I don't think it can.
It doesn't.
Make
Unless to win.
just make a spellcasting attack.
That would be a +7, I think.
That's not bad.
Let me check. Yep, +7. So where do I just? I'm just gonna do a firebolt and then
That works
Yes.
fine.
Oh.
because that's the first button that I can see that gives me on a +7. Anyways,
Go for it.
A 13. I am rolling amazingly today.
Is there anything that Rick or Jim can think of that would assist in this role?
Wait a second. Bless doesn't work with this, does it? Actually, it does.
Why are
So
we
before-
catapulting Rick instead of just going on the chains again?
A dog cannot realistically zip line. You have to get the dog up there
Oh, okay,
somewhere.
so it's a zip
Yeah.
line, not just being pulled up the chains. Gotcha.
Wait,
gotcha.
before Helbiec casts his spell.
Oh! Could we
Uh,
Could we mess with physics? Could I cast like slow, and then could I cast catapult?
You can't cast
And so,
okay.
and so pull Breath of the Wild and D&D. No. Anyway,
Hey DM,
Yes.
we're doing some timey-wimey BS since Gruff will cast Bless on Helbiec before he actually casts his catapult.
Sure. That works. It's a D4?
Yeah.
does he roll or do I roll it?
Well, Rick's already typing, so I'm assuming he rolls it.
Fair enough.
Fuck, I forgot how to do it.
R space 1D4.
I put R. Oh. Fuck.
You can't edit, you have
can't
to.
edit it. You have to.
Oh.
Anyone at all roll a D4.
I did it.
We did it.
Fuck.
Why was I the one to do that? That was
Because I forgot. It's been like
no
2 months.
No. Well, of course, it was the person who's been rolling awfully. I
Huh?
rolled 2.
I'm going to bring the rest of the group in here.
Hello. Hello, Jamie.
Hi, I'm getting catapulted.
Hi.
Yes, we're catapulting Gruff. Quite literally catapulting Gruff.
Hi, everyone. So, a bit of a recap because the groups are about to join. You are all, as you leave group 2, the group of 4. As you leave the dung room, you make your way to. Are you okay, Laura?
Yes, sorry. Just the phrase "dung room" said
It's
so
a-
casually.
The poop
Like,
room.
It's a poop room.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, I'm 4.
Yeah, on the
That's
on the door it says, "Be
You're not the
careful,
only
the
one."
view is shit." That did not deserve any laughs.
No, that
No,
is-
no,
that
it
is-
did.
That is a joke that the person that works there hates. It's
Oh
like,
yes.
well, yeah. They look at that. like 17 times a day, and they're getting so tired of it, and they're just like, I hate it. I want to burn the sign down.
Hey Sheldon, you check the sign over there? It's like, oh god, leave me alone.
The thing, that workplace is really shit conditions.
Oh gosh. Anyone else has a health score of 2? I don't know.
Safety conditions are for the crapper?
Maybe. Ray? I know Ray's got one.
You're all full of shit.
Nice.
Well, no, I was going to say, it sounds like a
the
really...
point.
Look,
That's
I
actually a good
empathize
point,
with the
though.
guy. I think he's in a really bad situation.
Oh god.
Question for my own
They
curiosity.
get worse and
Did
worse.
you base this off actual real life things, Doug?
No.
Okay,
No,
'cause they
I did
were
not have a
real-life
room
things.
full of crap in real life.
Okay, well they did exist in castles.
Oh no, did
Yeah.
they?
Yeah,
Ugh.
before plumbing. Yeah.
I'm upset
And
that
there
I
was-
have
it,
this.
and it was just one person's or a couple.
Wow,
people's
that's a
thumbs
little
going
shit,
down every once in a
Nye.
while.
Like
Wow.
a great time to remind you that canonically in the Harry Potter universe, according to J.K. Rowling, before toilets were invented, wizards would just shit on the floor and then make it disappear magically.
Oh no.
That's horrifying and amazing.
Sadly, that's not the worst thing J.K. Rowling's done.
I mean, he cuts down
No.
on plumbing.
Guys, can we
cut-
get away from shit and actually play the game?
So-
I mean, if it cuts down on plumbing costs,
As
then, you're low on
this is
money
why we
that
this
month.
is
I
why
don't
we
have time
divide
for
into
shit.
groups.
This whole stream is going down the drain.
This is
You-
why
you
we
got-
divide
you
into
got-
groups because it goes into
You get your
chaos.
pay docked that month.
Guys, I am drowning in shit right now. Please get me out.
You all go away from the room, about to go up the stairs, and from a window you see one of the rainbows turn off, and dramatically in slow motion, it slowly disappears until it hits
Thanks,
the
Cerberus,
top,
for that.
Nice.
and the whole base shakes, and you hear commotion all about, people running into different places. And
Like the
Fine, we're
walls.
invisible.
Oh.
Doesn't matter. It's fine.
you are invisible at the
So,
moment.
should I make
Yeah.
the hut now?
Give me a second. As you make it up into level 5, there are 3 large crossbows
Charming.
that are now manned by some Eladrin that fire a harpoon-like bolt down into the ground with a chain spiraling behind it and latch
Oh,
in.
that's tight.
And your hair is blown back by the massive amounts of wind that are coming in from these archer windows. There, one by one, 5 more Eladrin come in, ziplining up the chains, using the wind as leverage to get up here. And
Okay.
additionally,
Seems normal.
everything's pretty normal, I suppose. And
Standard.
then it hits you like a sack of bricks, and by a sack of bricks, I mean literally you are hit by a dog.
Like,
dog-
the dog comes
Wow.
directly to us?
A dog
Oh, no.
comes
Odds.
flying through the
odds
room
of that.
into. Someone roll a d4. I'll roll a d4. Let's see who it hits.
Remember, it's
Oh
a
no, the
dog
shit's
on a
about to hit the
log,
fan.
dude.
Yes, Sozar, you are hit by a dog and knocked against the wall. And so the dog is like floating meticulously off the ground while it's sitting in your lap. And your friends, Helbiec and Nyx, also fly up the zip lines into your room. So now,
Enough
Hi.
invisibility to go round.
There
Shit,
are-
Okay.
all 4 of you, or
Oh, I have
all 7 of
invisibility.
you, 4 of
Yeah,
you
yeah.
invisible, 3 of you not, in this room with 8 Eladrin guards. And
Again, I would like to clarify, I can cast a hut that we can all hide in that they can't get into. I'm just saying.
So before we do anything,
No.
add
That's
for
what
dramatic
Doctor.
effect, I would like to end
Yes,
the
I want
session
the
right
doctor.
here.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright, wait, what was the dramatic effect? I missed it.
It's just
I would
narrative cliffhanger.
invisible people should just leave.
Yeah, literally,
Not to
Lurt's
be an
gonna
Aldar, but
grab.
we've got shit to do.
Lurt's gonna grab Waiwocket and run to the nearest
Yeah.
stairs going up.
Same for us, yeah.
Like, fuck you guys, bye.
So
We
before,
had a job.
before we end the session, I would like to ask Gruff a question.
Woof,
How are you feeling, Gruff? Are you okay?
woof, woof.
A bit rough.
So much for helping.
Yeah,
Ah,
two woofs are good, I think.
I think 2 woofs are good. Okay, that's good to hear. I'm glad he.
Thank
I don't know.
you.
He sounds rough.
Oh God, we're stopping
I'm
now. Thank you
literally
to
just
all the
making
players.
Ray.
Thanks to all the players for coming. You should give us a follow if you want to know what the heck is going to happen to our.
I feel
Our crew.
Doug needs some woofles.
Thank you for watching.
Some
Goodbye,
what?
everybody.
Some waffles.